Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your reading for you. I'm starting with two different oracle decks, and I'll clarify with the tarot. Welcome to all of you that are new and to those of you that are returning. So let's get started with the wild unknown archetype, the destroyer. I've pulled for you. Wow. There's something that has become stagnant in your life. You have become comfortable with something that is familiar, even if it's something that you don't believe you want. You've become comfortable with the results that you've been receiving. If that means that you've been rejected from something, but you become used to being rejected. You've found ways around not moving forward successfully towards a goal. And because of that, you have become complacent. And it's important that you actually end this cycle now. This is about the part of us that can no longer just hang on to a situation as it is, because it gives us an illusion of permanence, as if that in and of itself is successful. So you are being asked to be pulled out of your emotional attachment to something, and that something, I believe, is comfort, familiar, the same old, same old. And you've lost the desire or lost the courage of your convictions to move forward in a way that will actually move you closer to something that is redirecting your life's purpose. It's about getting on with the success, with the purpose you came here to achieve. And with the crystal spirit oracle, I have the agerine. And this is describing the similar sense of uh, moving into your integrity, standing on your consistency, your impeccability, the honesty, the reliability of your word. Your word is your bond as a Gemini. This is so critical to the way that you're perceived as trustworthy, and it also helps you to invest in what is true for you. That can mean making decisions or making a swift, precise decision that will encourage you to be true to yourself, to be reliable, to keep your word, to be willing to negotiate. This is something you're good at, Gemini, in the interest of sharing information, but it is about also being fair. So you recognize that you have, I think you're an experienced negotiator. You're able to put your cards out on the table, put the information out, and work over the details of an exchange of energy of some sort. And this is something that you are being encouraged to do as a way of not only trusting yourself, trusting your instincts. If something isn't for you, it isn't for you. It isn't your job to protect the feelings of others. However, if you trust yourself, stand true to your word, you will be more confident about your ability to trust others, because there does feel like a trust issue here. And I'm suggesting that that may be based as much on your own history or actions, behaviors in the past, as on another's trustworthiness. So when you're true to yourself, you allow the other person to stand up and speak their truth. And that is a more efficient way of negotiating an exchange of energy, a contract, an agreement, particularly where resources are being exchanged. In the present, the Nine of Cups. Interesting. I believe Virgo got this same card in the same position, and you're both ruled by Mercury. So I believe Mercury is still in Cancer, and thus this is describing a process whereby you make healthy choices for yourself, your whole self. Integrity means accounting for every part of who you are, integrating your values into the truth that you speak, standing for principles. And this is a process whereby you have learned to check in with your experiences, your emotional experiences, your emotional intelligence, not just the ideas, the information, the communications with others, but it's about the way they make you feel and what that feeling is based on. Is it based on experience you've had? Is it based on negative experience or someone else's actions? How can you align your actions in a way to ensure that you achieve what you desire? And that is the point of negotiation, right? In all relationships, we're negotiating for some exchange of energy, time, attention, resources. And this is showing me that you've developed a process whereby you determine what is best for you. And that ultimately shows to others, particularly those you're negotiating with, that you understand what is good for you, and therefore you understand what is good for others. So there's an integrity here in this sense of satisfaction you gain in making best judgments and negotiations based on your desires, your limits, your needs. In the past, the Nine of Jade. So you're definitely coming to the end of a cycle. You have always stood on your independence. That is one of your signatures. And I'm not sure where you are in your life, your age, your status, but this indicates that you recognize that independence, even within relationships, allows you to make those choices that are best for you. So this is about your integrity as an individual, your willingness to invest in yourself and the things that support you, the things that are in alignment with what you want in the world. So you are likely, as many Geminis are, to have a large network of colleagues, collaborators, other professionals that you've worked with, loved ones, friends. You collect friends. You are fun to be around, but you recognize that standing on your own 2 feet, there is no alternative for you. And this is part of your comfort level. And perhaps one of the decisions that you're being asked to make is to partner, to join into some kind of a collaboration or co-creative opportunity that means that you are merging with others. So then it is particularly important that you be true, be consistent, be reliable, stand to your word. In the future, the Seven of Jades. I'm also almost getting like a consulting or counseling vibe from this. I am feeling as though there's an opportunity here for you to enter into or review or evaluate the contracts of others. You may be a lawyer, you may be a teacher, but you're in a position, some kind of an administrator. You're in a position to check out the balance, the fairness, the equity, the integrity of an exchange that you are contemplating or considering. So you're really checking to see how this partnership, opportunity, project contributes to your bottom line. How, by sacrificing a little of your independence, this is not asking you to give it all up, by no means, but by sacrificing the way that you've been working, perhaps working more in partnership than you have historically, you have a way of impacting the growth of the contract or the exchange, and recognizing how much lighter your workload becomes. So instead of having to be responsible for everything, you're responsible for some things. You have other partners of equal expertise in some arena that complements yours, shared goals and values, but you are freed up to invest your attention in ways that will be most productive or most profitable for you. Gemini, if this is resonating with you so far, please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Again, thank you for being here. As I clarify the Nine of Jades in the past, and we have the Ace of Fire and the Four of Air, the Nine of Cups and the present. Two cards, please. We have the Five of Water and the King of Water. And for the Seven of Jades, we have the Two of Fire and the Hierophant. Very good. Yeah. So I see you moving towards a more senior role in whatever project or opportunity is available to you now. In the past, you definitely have been inspired to move according to your own talent, your own ability to express yourself. You're very goal-oriented. You have achieved much, but it looks as though you have recently had an opportunity to review or identify a pattern in your life that has revealed your own a way in which you have been choosing something that always turns out unsuccessfully, that has not gotten you the results you desire. And you're recognizing your responsibility in that failure or disappointment. And to that end, you're now in a position of recognizing that those failures actually taught you a lot about what you don't know, ways you don't want to go about proceeding forward in the future. And it really is pointing to this idea that this greater spiritual foundation that you're adopting in your life, this way of taking more responsibility for your reality, is cautioning you against your solitary approach, this even isolated approach from colleagues or others who could more productively partner with you, not only for their success, but certainly for your own. It feels as though you have great ideas. You are full of incredible inspiration, and you can motivate a group of people to act. But the way that you've acted in the past has left you solitarily holding the bag, experiencing failure on your own terms. And that has dampened your inspiration, your excitement, your energy level in order to keep doing this work that you are well suited for. that you have been trained for, that you have been doing and accumulating a lot of valuable experience. But experience, it feels like, that could be shared with a larger team. In the present, the Nine of Cups, this process of doing things that aligns with your integrity and values, has helped you to review experiences of the past, precisely these experiences where you have unconsciously, unwittingly chosen things that rejected you, choosing things that don't see you, don't support you, reject you, don't want you. And you have in the past overridden that and then been disappointed when things didn't work out. You have learned to turn your attention to the relationship that you have with yourself. And this is what is pointing you in the direction of this greater self-care, this greater process of staying true and in alignment with your own values, being reliable, being consistent, honoring your word being your bond, and following through with that. And this shows an incredible amount of emotional maturity that you are experiencing in looking at things that you do well, you do joyfully, you have many satisfied clients and customers in your life. You really want to amplify that, and you accept that failures and disappointments of the past were opportunities for your growth, for the growth that you're now experiencing in prioritizing your care, your values, your contentment, your satisfaction, that you're doing what needs to be done in the best way. So there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of compassion that is flowing through you as you honestly look at experiences in the past where you experienced heartbreak and a sense of failure or the disappointment that others couldn't return the same energy that you were offering. And in the future, we have the Seven of Jades. This is you standing your ground, saying no when you need to say no, not allowing yourself to be distracted by the requests of others, and your insistence that you can help everyone is merely avoiding the successful path that you are standing in right now, the opportunities that are available to you. So I definitely see you promoting some kind of a proposal, offering some kind of a deal or a partnership or a new plan to uh, set up shop or offer a service in a new location to a new audience or community, whatever helps you to uh, help others. This feels like you're in a position to train others. Again, I was thinking about this idea of consultancy, looking at what other organizations or teams need to be successful, but I see you actually doing as much of formal training, and a consultancy, as an example, is a way to train newer uh, members in the profession, for you to expose uh, young professionals to some of the ways in which their services can be magnified to serve more people, ways that you can help organizations to better serve or better train their employees. But whatever you're doing, whatever practice you're engaging in, it is about training up, offering access to those that need certifications, licensing, training, a certain knowledge, passing a certain kind of an exam, allowing more people into the field, because, as you well know, as you may be mounting a project of your own, the more you teach, the more you learn. Teaching is an opportunity for learning, and this is one of the most precious uh, opportunities in a commitment, the kind of commitment you're making to an organization, a project, or a relationship. This feels very businesslike, like it's about a professional partnership, but that does not exclude a profound friendship at the base of this. But you see this as a way of bringing others along so that the service you provide can continue long beyond you. And knowing that your ability to serve more and more people is amplified as you train these new acolytes. I hope this has been insightful for you, Gemini. Please like this video, and until next time, namaste.